Jonathan Daly-LaBelle here. Gorgeous October day here in Warwick. We're in the Greenwood section on the corner of Main Avenue and Post Road. We're just down the road from Seth Magaziner's office. Just starting off the video so you can see the scene with William Smith of Jamestown here, continuing with his anti-nuclear message. I'm going to flip the phone around. So this is, I've got my typical Seth Magaziner sign. Reduce the military budget, put our money elsewhere. We know that that is housing, healthcare, childcare, education, climate. Then with everything going on, obviously we've had a lot going on in Ukraine with Russia, and we're jockeying for a global position there as well. But now we've got this terrible situation with Israel and Palestine. So we've just got to sign peace for Ukraine, Palestine, Israel, and Afghanistan. Afghanistan's going through some terrible turmoil with earthquakes right now, but their government, obviously Taliban government, has been brutal to the people of Afghanistan. And America, the United States, our peace activists cannot forget that. So, I don't think anybody's wrong saying stand with Israel, and Israel has a right to defend themselves. When you look at the history of the Jewish people, it's so clear that they do need to be protected, and they need to do what they can to keep themselves safe. That said, human rights groups, including in Israel and around the world, not just Western, have really said that what Palestine is enduring, the people of Palestine, is apartheid, and it's occupation, it's oppression. Netanyahu has basically been in power 20 years. Especially now his far-right government, but for the last couple decades under Netanyahu, they just keep tightening the grip, tightening the grip, tightening the grip. And they've been warned, like, this is going to end up in a bad situation. There's many American Jews, many, including in Israel, Haaretz. There was an editorial in this morning's paper, I believe it was, talking about that this is Netanyahu's doing. Nobody's excusing Hamas. Hamas is a brutal organization. What they've done is brutal. It can't be excused. It can't be justified. But really, even Haaretz, Jewish newspaper, has come out saying that this is really this is the result of Netanyahu and the far-right government's action in Israel. So we need to center that. Biden needs to center that better. Congress, just about every single congressional member, they basically, probably 95 to 98% of them just go with, we stand with Israel and Israel has the right to defend itself. No thought for Palestinians. No thought for what they have been putting up with for decades upon decades. This is not going to be solved with a barrel of a gun, with missiles, bombs. It's not going to be solved that way by either side. There has to be a political solution, and hopefully the peace movement predominantly is calling for that, while also acknowledging that Israel, does need to, take care of itself too, but not in the way that they've been doing. It's been way too brutal. There needs to be other ways of solving this. Jack Reed is failing. Sheldon Whitehouse is failing. Seth Magaziner is failing. Connecticut delegation is failing. Gabe Amo, he's going to be our new congressperson very soon, most likely. He is not doing anything different. And really, here in New England, across the country, here in Rhode Island as well, we need to look at things differently, and we need to get away from militarism and thinking that military solutions are the way out of the way to resolve our problems and way out of the situations we find themselves in. We need more dialogue. Thank you for listening. We're going to be up in Providence on Saturday, this coming Saturday. Don't ask me what day that is. I think it's the 15th, but don't quote me on that. We're going to be at noon to 1:30. We're going to be out Sheldon Whitehouse's office. We're going to continue with the anti-militarism message that we need to invest more in our people. But now, especially with everything going on between Israel and Palestine, we are going to try and elevate that issue, try and have balance to that issue, that it's not just, it's not just the Palestinians' fault, which clearly it isn't. They've been victimized for decades and decades, and we need to have different approaches. Thank you very much.